everyone, I hope you're all doing well and taking care, and welcome to this brand new Doctor Who video on the channel. So today we have quite a lot of Doctor Who news to discuss. So first up, we have official confirmation now that for the first time in 6 years we are going to be getting a brand new Doctor Who Christmas Day special. The way this was announced was not actually from the BBC themselves, but actually from Disney, because Disney have released their TV guide for this festive season because they operate much faster than the BBC does here in the UK. And that TV guide maybe accidentally gave away that the festive special for Doctor Who this year, which is of course going to be Shoot to Get Was first proper episode as the 15th Doctor, and is also going to be introducing Ruby Sunday as his first companion. The TV guide has officially confirmed that that episode will be coming on the main day itself, the 25th of December, Christmas Day. Personally, I am really happy about this news, and it is just because I grew up with Doctor Who airing on Christmas Day, and it did become a tradition on Christmas Day where I would sit with the family and we would all watch, at the end of the day, we would all watch a brand new episode of Doctor Who. And since Doctor Who has been moved from Christmas Day to New Year's Day, I have just personally missed that. It doesn't feel the same not having a brand new episode of Doctor Who to watch at the end of the day with the family. And I do understand everyone has different opinions on this. Some people were really happy it moved to New Year's Day because them and their families don't really watch TV together. They play games and all that sort of stuff on Christmas Day instead, and that is completely fair. It probably just comes down to what type of family you have and what you do on Christmas Day. For me and my family, we all gather, we all talk, and we all watch Christmas Day TV throughout the day and throughout the night. So we kind of all got to watch Doctor Who together, and I have missed not having brand new episodes to watch on Christmas Day. It just doesn't feel the same on New Year's Day. That's probably because the New Year celebrations, that's on New Year's Eve. That's when you go out partying and that sort of stuff. But on New Year's Day, you're normally hungover, you feel pretty down. It's the last day before a lot of people are back to work as well. It's a bit of a damper off a day. It just doesn't have that special feeling that Christmas does. So yeah, I'm overall very happy that it is moving back to Christmas. We also have an episode title because the TV guide accidentally again probably gave away the episode title, and it is going to be called The Church on Ruby Road, and that probably confirms that the big rumours that have been going around for the Christmas special are probably true. I am not going to talk about them in this video because they could potentially have a lot of spoilers, so if you do want to watch that video, I'll link it above. I did it early in the year, but it's looking likely that rumour is indeed true because that said the episode title was going to be A Church on Ruby Road, and that has been officially confirmed as being the case. Moving on now to talk about, of course, the big upcoming 60th anniversary specials, and we do have some Wild Blue Yonder news to discuss because it has been confirmed by Russell in the new edition of Doctor Who magazine, which is officially out tomorrow, but because some subscribers get their copy in the post a day early, so some of it ends up leaking out just a little bit earlier than normal. But we have confirmation now that there is going to be 3 secret cast members involved as part of the cast for Wild Blue Yonder. That is really interesting. I have thought for a while that this episode is probably going to be the one for the fans. Like, if there's going to be cameos and lots of Easter eggs and that sort of stuff, I just have the impression that it's going to be Wild Blue Yonder. The impression I'm getting is this is going to be the one full of surprises for long-term, hardcore Doctor Who fans, that sort of stuff. So I'm really intrigued now to find out that there is going to be 3 cast members, secret cast members involved with this special. My initial thought was maybe it could be Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and Jodie Whittaker, because I feel like if we're going to get any cameos from other New Who Doctors alongside David Tennant, it would be those 3 Doctors, because we've got pretty much as I would love to see Christopher Eccleston, adore to see Christopher Eccleston on TV again, even briefly as the 9th Doctor, that would be the perfect cameo. But let's be honest, that's just not going to happen because unfortunately himself and Russell, the showrunner, they just don't have a working relationship anymore, which is completely understandable in the circumstances. But I feel like Matt, Peter and Jodie would say yes, and if we are going to get any Doctor cameos, it's probably going to be this one, if it is the one that's going to be full of surprises and for the more hardcore fans of the show. So yeah, maybe it'll be those three. Unlikely, but you never know. I would love to see especially Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi come back. No offense against Jodie Whittaker, it would be nice to see her again. It's just she has just left, so the nostalgia level isn't there yet for her compared to Matt and Peter. But I wouldn't complain about a Jodie Whittaker cameo at all. So maybe it'll be them. Who knows? But I find more likely it might be someone like Bonnie Langford, because we know unofficially from the latest Disney trailer that Bonnie Langford will be involved as Mel in these specials, and she hasn't yet been officially announced, so she could count as one of these secret cast members for the second special. So maybe she's going to be introduced here and Wild Blue Yonder. That is definitely a possibility. Another just rumoured character, but I've wanted to be true for so long now, would be Carol Ann Ford as Susan. I have done multiple videos on this now, but she has been rumoured for ages to be involved in these specials, and I would just love to see that happen. It is way overdue. It would be such a lovely moment too for this anniversary celebration, bringing back Carol Ann Ford, who was in the very first ever episode of the show with William Hartnell, bringing her back for a lovely reunion with her grandfather, who is now, of course, David Tennant, the 14th Doctor. I just think it would be such a lovely moment, even if it was just a cameo and she was like a Force ghost or something like that, a hologram, whatever it is, a robot for all I know, who knows. But even if it was just a cameo, it would still be a really nice moment and a really nice way to celebrate her kind of history as being in the first ever episode, and also being someone from the Doctor's own family. We don't really get those kind of moments very often. It's just so perfect for an anniversary. I really hope that rumour's true. But yeah, Wild Blue Yonder, the secret elements are definitely continuing, the mysterious elements are continuing. We now have confirmation there is going to be 3 secret cast members involved. Another possibility is also Ncuti Gatwa, because it's kind of speculated he will probably pop up in the 3rd special, The Giggle. That's probably when he will be introduced. But we don't know for sure. For all we know, he could be the big cliffhanger to the Star Beast, and then he has a bigger involvement in Special 2 and Special 3. We just don't know at this stage, but we can't rule that out. But overall, I'm very excited for Wild Blue Yonder. It's a very secretive episode, but I like that. I like they're keeping that secret, and it's definitely got me intrigued to the maximum point. I can't wait to find out what's going on here. And finally, we also have from Russell T Davies confirmation that there is going to be a brief mention in the Wild Blue Yonder of Flux and the Timeless Child. This adds up with also another quote from Russell T Davies recently, which said that he is not going to be retconning the Timeless Child or anything like that, which I know has upset some Doctor Who fans, but personally I feel like that's the best direction to go in, because I know that a lot of fans don't like the idea of the Timeless Child. Personally, I thought the idea had a lot of potential, but Chris Chibnall just didn't do enough with it. He didn't explore enough with it, in my opinion. That is my thoughts on it. But I feel like going forward, retconning it would be pointless, because you look at something like Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, that felt like a reaction to fans who wanted The Last Jedi to be kind of removed and kind of be erased from Star Wars. And that is kind of what Star Wars Rise of Skywalker tried to do, and the result was fans just complained that it felt like it was a movie that was just trying to erase The Last Jedi, and then nobody won. So yeah, although fans say they want the Timeless Child to be retconned, I worry that if the show actually did that, it would just result in basically fans complaining, oh, you're dedicating a whole storyline just to removing the Timeless Child storyline. That feels pointless. So yeah, it wouldn't really be productive in my opinion. Plus, it's disrespectful as well to Chris Chibnall, whether you like the Timeless Child or not. Again, I definitely feel like the idea had potential to really explore ancient Gallifrey and that sort of stuff with the Division. There was some really cool ideas, but it never really went anywhere. But you never know. Maybe one day in the future, they could do a sort of Doctor Who prequel series with Joe Martin or another unseen incarnation, and they can really, really make it work. you never know. But we do know from Russell there is going to be a brief mention in Wild Blue Yonder. It's probably not going to be anything major. It's probably just going to be like, maybe the doctor says something like, oh, I found out I had all these lives that I didn't know about. And maybe he talks about the universe was a bit of chaos during the events of Flux. Something like that, maybe. I don't think it'll be anything major. It's just kind of Russell saying, we're not forgetting about Flux Series 13. We're not forgetting about the Timeless Child. These recent events to the Doctor still happened, even if it's not going to be as much of a focus going forward because it's no longer the kind of main story arc for the show anymore. But yeah, it's a kind of nice thing for Russell to do, to reference it. I'm not expecting anything major, but yeah, there is going to be a Flux and a Timeless Child mention at somewhere in Wild Blue Yonder. And yeah, there we go. That is all the Doctor Who news for today's video. I would like to apologise for the lack of uploads recently. Basically, I've just been busy. Every time I've planned to do more videos, something has just got in the way and I've just not had time to make more videos. But now I luckily have a few weeks of work at the moment. So my plan is from now up until the Starbase, I'm going to try my absolute best to do daily uploads, or as near to daily uploads as I can, because we're getting so much news at the moment. I definitely feel it's possible to kind of talk about Doctor Who every day because it's such an exciting period for the show right now with the 60th anniversary specials just around the corner. And also I'm so close now to halfway to 6,000 subscribers. So any new subscribers, as always, would be super appreciated. And yeah, I do apologise for the lack of uploads. It's not been on purpose. It's just that every time I plan to do more videos, something gets in the way and then I just don't have time to do it because I also work full time. So balancing it is very difficult, and this is just a hobby at the end of the day because I love talking about Doctor Who. But going forward, because we're getting daily news at the moment, because we're getting daily uploads and that sort of stuff, I really want to push and do more Doctor Who content because I love this show. I'm so excited for the 60th anniversary, and yeah, any new subscribers would be appreciated. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow to cover the new issue of Doctor Who magazine because I'm sure we will have some news to cover. I won't talk about everything because I want people to buy the magazine, support it when you can. But I'm sure we'll get some news we can discuss in the video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, take care and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.